Hi, I'm Ryan, and today we'll be talking about something that I think is very important in this day and age. It is social media and what it can do to your health, and why I personally think that you should just delete it. So, the first point I thought I'd bring up is social media, and this, of course, I'm not just going to say bad things about social media. I will say there are some good things about social media, like, for example, you can connect with anyone in the world with just the click of a button. You can make content on there. You can earn quite a bit of money through, like, I don't know, say, TikTok Creator Fund and stuff like that. So, of course, it's not just all bad things about social media. But for the average user, I would say it's time to say goodbye. So, the TikTok average per person is about 195 minutes a day. That's 3 hours and 15 minutes. Imagine you put all of that time into doing something actually like meaningful. Like, for example, say reading a book, meditating. You can split across multiple things too, not just like one thing. You read a book, meditate. You could even start a business, man. Like, that is so much time. And so that's just TikTok too. Like, if you add Instagram in there and Snapchat, that's a long time that you're spending on your phone scrolling through all these different apps. The second thing I thought I'd bring up is that I saw an ad the other day, and it says half of all teens are or claim to be depressed. Half of all teens. That's ages probably, say, 13 to 16. That's a lot of people. And I think what causes, at least, quite a bit of this depression is social comparison. Say, if you're scrolling through your phone and you see this really cute couple or whatever, you're comparing yourself to that couple. You're like, oh man, I wish I could get a girlfriend. And then you see all these big jacked guys, and you wish you had all those muscles. And I really think that it's just social comparison really taking a toll on your mental health. And also, when you scroll through social media, you might not even recognize it, but you're shortening your attention span, which already is probably quite low. But if you haven't clicked off this video yet, then obviously it's pretty decent, I'd say. And as well, when you're bored and you scroll and then you leave these apps, it leaves an even stronger feeling of boredom. That's also a negative thing about social media. And I think personally, if you're not like making content on there, then just delete it. If you have like a phone number, just give that out to people instead. Say, oh, by choice, I deleted social media, but I can give you my phone number instead. And I think that'll make people respect you a bit more, because social media is kind of for teenagers too. It's not really something adults should be doing, scrolling through social media. Another thing to help you quit your social media scrolling addiction is, I want you to ask yourself, every time you're on social media, ask yourself, what am I going to gain from this experience? From scrolling through your phone on TikTok, what are you going to gain? Maybe 5 useless facts that you're going to forget the next day. That's it. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, if there's anything else you really need to hear, it's probably not going to be coming from me. Also, okay, I'm going to put up a picture here. Look at this. This is a phone holder to use while you're taking a shower, taking a bath. It's waterproof. The only time you're alone with your thoughts is gone. It's a phone holder so that the only time you're alone, you can have your phone. You know how stupid that is? Like, genuinely, if you buy that product, you're too far gone. You're just stuck in the rabbit hole. And it's got 355 reviews. That's probably maybe a quarter of all purchases. 355 people said, I like this product. It helps me so that my dopamine addiction, scrolling with my thumb, I can do that whenever I want, even when I'm in the bathroom. That is actually unacceptable in this day and age. And so, honestly, I don't even think you should delete social media. I think you should delete your accounts and the app. That way, it's even more of a hassle to get back on it if you ever delete it and then say, you know what, no. I'm too bored. And another thing I think, when you do delete social media, is that instead of wasting all that time, I think you should do something more productive, like reading or you can literally do anything better than that. Also, the phone holder, it's $22 normal priced. You know what you could do with that money instead? You could buy Atomic Habits by James Clear. And that book really kind of goes into the depths of how to break your old habits and how to start new ones. I read it, it was phenomenal. And I think you should definitely check it out if you're looking at this video right now. But the amount of addiction you would have to buy one of these off like Amazon is crazy. Like, still. By the way, if your routine, your schedule is all jumbled up, I've made a free Notion template that you can check out. I'll leave it linked below this video and it's in my bio. And essentially what it is it's a blueprint so you can map out your entire week from Sunday to Saturday. And I think it'll really help you get your schedule together, and so that way you have less time to scroll on your phone. Shortly before I wrote kind of like the main frame of the script, I watched a video, and the video was by Aperture, and he's one of my favorite content creators. And he said there was a study done where researchers put people in a blank room for 6 to 15 minutes. After, they were asked how it was. And of course, most responded, it was boring. And if you're in a blank room for 6 to 15 minutes, there's not much to do. And of course, they took all of their personal belongings off of them, like their phones and all the stuff that they could fidget with. So they just put in a room, 15 minutes, they responded it was boring. And then they were put in the exact room, but this time they put a button in there. And they said, if you push this button, it'll shock you. It'll give you a little bit of a shock. 67% of males and 25% of females press that button. People would rather knowingly inflict pain than sit in silence and boredom. That's what the world has gone to. An actionable step for you today is to delete social media and replace it with meditation. Now, I know meditation is stereotyped to be like what all these preppy girls do, and they say it helps them be more at peace or whatever. But in my experience, I haven't had one session where I felt worse after. And of course, when you're just starting out, start with 2 minutes, then maybe the next day do like 4 minutes and 5, and then over time increase it to like 10 minutes. And 10 minutes is I find to be the perfect session. But not only meditation, you should also read. I explained it earlier, but reading is one of the best things you can do because you get knowledge from it, and it also increases your attention span, which is also something you need to do. Yeah, that's kind of all I had to say today. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.